The Hamish and Andy Show podcast. 2016. Such recent history that some of us are still probably putting down 16 when writing the date. No! England voted for a Brexit, and America voted for the Donald.
I'm not going to give you a question. You are fake news.
Johnny Depp did a dodgy with his dogs.
You disrespect Australian law, they will tell you firmly.
And we lost Bowie, Carrie, Prince, and countless others. The internet was fantastic at naming ships.
Voty McVoteface tops the list with more than 10 times as many votes as any other option.
And terrible at running a census.
The website has crashed, essentially, both the census website and the ABS website.
But we didn't care because we were all watching Stranger Things and Deadpool.
Oh, hello.
2016 was also a big year for Hamish and Andy, with a week of shows from a cruise ship, a year-long celebration of Andy's birthday, and an East Coast tour for Cool Boys and the Frontman. So let's look back at their year of fun. This is Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks, 2016. And P.S., that means the boys are back live next week.
16th of June 2016, and the boys were in the middle of the South Pacific on board the Carnival Spirit, aka the People's Cruise.
And I thought I might give you my top 4 things from today that are making me happy.
Sure. I mean,
4 real highlights from today, and there's been highlights every day, but these are just personal highlights. And I'm going to kick it off with a little compliment to you.
Okay.
You got your friendship bracelet back on. That's number 1. And that's nice to see.
I felt bad yesterday.
Well, we went on a break. We had a little break because you took your friendship bracelet off that I bought for us on Fashion Boulevard.
Yes. And
I've seen you found it.
Yep.
You put it back on, and I actually went back to the shop to check there were no doubles of that one.
Yes.
Because I thought you might have tried to buy a replacement if you lost it.
Yes, I didn't have to have found it, but certainly I had that in the back of my mind if I hadn't found it.
Okay. Second thing that I'm loving at the moment is, being at sea. This is a bit of a weird thing to love, but because the boat rocks so much, do you have this in your bedroom? The door to the bathroom, it just opens by itself and it swings open, and if you feel like you're in a haunted house all the time because so often you're just in your bedroom and a door will just open and no one's there.
Yeah.
But it's sort of like quite good training for if you ever are in a haunted house.
Yes.
And now I feel like if I'm ever in a haunted house, people will be looking to me with a lot of respect because I don't freak out.
You're not spooked.
I don't freak out at an opening door because I've been there. I've done it. I've trained for it on the sea.
Yeah, a lot of the people that went back into that house for paranormal activity
should have gone on a cruise.
15 or whatever it was. Should definitely have gone on a cruise. Beforehand.
Don't lock your cupboards. Don't lock your bathroom door. See what happens. You get so trained for it. Number 3 of the 4 things I'm loving today. As you walk around the ship, they have little shops set up, not just on Fashion Boulevard where the main shopping strip is, but there's like a little booth for the, that's where we got our portrait done. And there's one for
elegant photos.
There's elegant photos, and near elegant photos, there's a little stand that you might have seen that sells a couple of underwater cameras, and there's a little GoPro stand. There's one of the guys I think is trained to sell GoPros. Now, fair to say that this boat is full of people who are slightly baffled by technology.
Yes.
The amount of times we've been taking photos with some of the regular cruisers on board, not our 100 people we've bought. And there's a lot of, how do I work this blast thing? And oh, no, I've got it on video. Oh, you've actually got it on time-lapse there, Reg. There's quite a lot of that going on board. So there's one bloke I've seen at the GoPro stand. He's about 60. He's got a great kind of slick back, mostly used to be black. But
he's a salesman, is he?
No, he's a guy that's been mesmerized by GoPros.
Right, he's thinking about it.
He's watching the video that shows what you can do with a GoPro. So there's someone surfing, there's someone like mountain biking and stuff. And I've seen the same guy talking to the sales guy on 3 separate days going, oh, right, gee, that's good. And they're very robust. Yeah, very robust. And you can take it underwater. And he's really been weighing up this purchase.
Yes.
And today, I saw him buy it. So GoPro has finally cracked this guy after 3 days, going away, thinking about it, talking about it over dinner.
Yep.
They've got these little cameras now that
if he has one day not playing the cash crane, he can afford it.
Exactly.
That kind of thing.
My 4th thing that I want to share with you is, I'm not sure how many people do this on a cruise, but I reckon lots. I've been doing something every morning that I'm going to just call nude decking.
That's what I was going to tell you about.
Have you been nude decking?
Every morning.
You just go out in the morning completely nude. You're looking out to the ocean. No one can see you.
Free willing.
I reckon if you took
That's what the film is.
if you took a drone shot round this boat, I reckon half the decks would have nude people on them.
It's the first thing I do every morning.
I've been loving it.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were nude decking.
I'm nude decking.
It feels
Decking.
wonderful.
Decking, I'm definitely saying decking. That's with an E.
I've been sitting down out there. I've been making myself a cup of tea. I reckon it's like this is a gateway drug to being a nudist.
Mainly for me, it's hands on hips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like putting hands on rails too.
Yeah.
But I like having a mug of tea because you're sort of looking out at the horizon. It's almost like you're just having a little nod with God. Going, look at what you made. And he's going, and I'm wrapped.
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
15th of June 2016. The People's Cruise was sailing through the South Pacific.
Looking out, Ham, over your shoulder, the seas or the ocean, and it just keeps going. And we've seen this for a few days now.
The sea's not angry today, Anna, but it's grungry.
Yes.
I'd say it's a little bit hangry because it's not a ferocious out there. It's certainly a little bit choppy as we steam towards Vanuatu. I was actually just up on the bridge before having a look at the GPS, and we are pretty much smack bang in the middle of the journey.
Thank
you for letting that lie go. I was not on the bridge looking at the GPS.
Research chemistry.
Thank you for making it sound like I duck into the cockpit from time to time to make sure all the telemetrics are working. Yeah, I just said to the captain, trim her 1 degree to port, but apart from that, steady as she goes, Captain. I like what you're doing.
We weren't actually on the bridge, Ham, but we were with people that were playing bridge traditionally. We were with some oldies, and some youngies.
Yeah, bingo.
But I would say more on the old side of things.
We went to play bingo.
Yes, we went to play bingo. They hold it in the biggest theatre that the boat has.
And it's not big enough.
Because so many people go. We didn't realise there was actually a whole nother level above us that was playing.
It's insane. Half the boat is at bingo, Ando. We had never played before. My only experience with bingo is knowing of the farmer that had a dog.
Yes.
And bingo was his name, but it's got nothing to do with the game.
No.
We were nervous going in. We knew we needed to find a buddy.
We sat next to Denise, and she definitely helped us out.
All right, we're coming into the bingo hall. Jeez.
Oh, this is where everyone is. This is
This is going to be a tough one to win, mate. There's a lot of people.
How's it going? Sorry, guys. Do you mind if we jump in here? What's your name?
Denise.
Hello, Denise. What's your name, mate? G'day, Ian. How are you?
I didn't anticipate having a photo taken with you because I thought I'd send it to New Idea as someone with a star and get $50.
Denise, if you can kiss Andy, you can get $100.
Yeah.
Not a bad scandal, as long as Ian's all right with it. Now, hey, Denise, how do we play? Do we just listen for the numbers and mark them
listen to the numbers and you follow their instructions, and have you got a dobber?
Got a dobber.
Yeah, so when your number comes, you dob your number.
Yeah, right.
And people here, when I was on the cruise last time, some people win $800.
Jeez, have you ever bingoed?
I've bingoed, but I haven't won $800.
So today, I mean, there's so many people here. The chances of us bingoing are
pretty remote.
Yeah.
Pretty remote.
Particularly because we've only got half an hour before the show starts.
I mean, this is a speed round.
I'm not coming up to your show because the bingo is more important to me.
Yeah.
I'm terribly sorry.
No, Denise.
What did you buy in the shop? I saw you in the shop this morning.
What do you think of this? This T-shirt?
Not bad. Yeah. Not as good as the one I bought.
What did you get?
I bought one that had the actual boat on it. Navy blue and covered the fat arms.
I went the cheap one.
Mine just says sun.
You haven't got arms. You've got fat arms like me. You buy one with arms down here.
All right, let's bingo.
This is my bingo top without arms, so I can move quickly with my dobbing.
All right, let's bingo, guys.
Now, I've practiced with my dobber on the sheet.
No, don't do that. No, definitely not. You've got to wait till they call the number and then mark the number off. Don't mark any numbers off.
Okay.
We're sitting around 200 people to play this game, and it appears that they take it very seriously.
You know I want to call bingo even if I don't have it.
Are you going to do it?
They'll kill me.
Are you going to do it?
They'll tear me a lot.
Are you going to do it?
Tear me apart, yeah.
Right when there's enough numbers, so you can only do it 5 or 6 numbers in. Yeah, we'll pay attention, yes. Okay, thank you.
Different lines, see? So you've got to...
Yes, we'll pay attention. Gee, they're onto us.
I know.
What's a believable amount? I mean, you can get it in 5 goes.
Yeah, I'm going to get one, in 5. Yeah, I get a golden bingo. All right, beauty. Now that I've said it in jest, don't mess with bingo. I mean, people
nervous, aren't you?
I've actually never been so nervous in my life. You saw the reaction when I dobbed a blank square. Imagine the reaction calling a fake bingo.
Can't wait for you to call a fake bingo. This is the most excited I've been on this trip so far. Tell you what, if you call a fake bingo, puffer fishes on me for the rest of the day.
Now I'm ready. Now I want it.
We've never been so nervous. I was nervous for you. Stick around, everybody, because the game starts and a fake bingo call definitely is made. The reaction is what you got to worry about.
I was sweating bullets.
It's after this.
This is Hamish and Andy. 10 years in 10 weeks.
15th of June 2016. The People's Cruise was sailing through the South Pacific and the boys were halfway through a plan to cheat at bingo.
You and I played bingo before coming to today's show.
Yep. There's about 200 to 300 people crammed into one of the bigger theatres here on the cruise ship.
Serious bingo players.
God, I didn't understand. They love bingo. And I'd said to Andy, as a little bit of a joke, I should call a fake bingo. After having made that joke, then thinking about the reality of it, it was like if we're on the International Space Station, and I was like, I'm just going to open the door for a second and close it again. And everyone's like, yeah, do it. Yeah. Then as your hand's on the door, you're like, is this dumb? Is this a really dumb idea? Because everybody was just hair down and beautifully done hair down, dobbers on, paying attention to the bingo call. You
don't mess with it.
It's just a huge vibe in the air that you don't mess with it. But I'd made the statement, and God, we needed a bit of a rush.
Yeah, we were about to mess with it.
Bingo!
Hello everybody, my name is Hannah and welcome to your first game on board Carnival Spirits Bingo. You are going to be looking for any line. You're going to be playing on those blue cards.
Blue card, any line.
When you are one away from bingo, when you only need one more number, I want you to stand up so everybody in the room can judge you. Next, if you get bingo, you are going to yell bingo, just like
bingo!
Just like that. We're going to go ahead and get started. 82. 82 is your first ball.
Question for you. Are you going to at least fake a number of dobs along the line? So when they see your card, it appears.
Yeah.
It is at 49.
When do you think you're going to go? Do you reckon when someone stands up?
Yeah. Let's go the full experience.
Next ball. Number 71.
So as soon as one person stands up, are you going to stand up and follow them in?
Next ball.
No, I might be first up because we got to go.
77.
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous because it's only day 2 and I'm about to do something that's going to get a pure wrath of 10%.
The baby ball of bingo.
Of the whole cruise.
Of the whole cruise, yeah. But I think we're all in agreement that, you know, I'm here for an experience. And this is like running of the bulls. Basically doing the running of the silver-haired furious mob.
Yeah, and look, you're going to get a head start.
And all I need is 2 metres and I'll be comfortable.
Yeah. Actually feels more dangerous than streaking at a large sporting event, doesn't it?
I don't know why, but I'm...
51.
God, I'm really... My heart's going 100 miles an hour.
Hey, bingo is now possible.
Okay, here we go.
All right, I'm standing. Oh, no, I'll stand on the next one.
Yeah, Nick, one more ball and then stand.
Next ball. 55.
I'm standing. Stand, mate.
That's right, guys. Hey, just a bit of cheeky beginner's luck. See how we go.
People have noticed maybe standing.
Focus on the game.
If you win this game, these guys are going to kill you.
No. We're all friends, no matter what.
Number 65.
Oh, nearly.
Oh, close. Ab.
What number do you need?
Secrets. I don't want to jinx it. It's in the...
Yes, it's in the middle line. Stop trying to check on him. He's got it right.
Are you ready, old mate? We've been through some sticky situations in our life.
Number 19.
Bingo!
Yeah! You did not get bingo.
Woo!
I promise this was not right.
Yes.
You are okay.
This is the nerve-wracking time. We are at the front of the auditorium. We've got 200 people looking at us right now. She's typing in the digits.
Let's just pay me out, move on to game 3. Sorry, I just wanted to call bingo once in my life. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. On the plus side, we have to go and do our radio show, so there's 3 free tickets on near our seats. Please don't hate us. We love you all. Goodbye.
Run! Don't boo us out of here!
They're booing us some booze.
Gosh, it felt... I mean, I've never felt so alive.
That's better than bingo. That's better than bingo. Some people are chasing us.
Yeah, I mean, listening back, I still got goosebumps, Sam.
Some of the crowd loved it, but you heard at the end there, some of the aficionados were like, "You're wasting our time, kids.
Yeah.
You didn't get bingo. Now get your antics out of here. This is not how we play bingo."
It's Hamish and Andy. We're cruising you home.
Real bing no.
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
17th of June 2016. After a week on board the People's Cruise, a skill tester machine filled with bundles of $5 notes called the Cash Crane had tormented the boys.
The cash crane's fired up. You might hear it just slowly beating away at the moment.
Playing
music, but we are
just an unlicensed techno track blaring from its speakers. God, you'd think for a machine that had so much money it could have afforded a copyrighted song, but no, it just blares. The people on this boat will know that music, Hando, because it means you've filled it up with credits and you're ready to start dropping the skill tester claw on those shrink-wrap bundles of $5 notes. 100 notes in a stack, $500 if you can grab one. Hando, you and I have spent 5 days playing this machine
at sea.
We cannot seem to grab a brick. It's killing us.
But we feel like Shane might be able to do it. Shane joins us now. Shane, welcome to the People's Cruise. Ahoy there, over.
Ahoy, boys.
Shane, now this is going to be slightly surreal for you. You're making a phone call from the mainland of Australia. It's being beamed to a cruise ship in the middle of the South Pacific to a theatre full of 1,000 people who are looking at a stage with a skill tester on it, and you're about to play it virtually. But Shane, we believe in you. We know just by using a combination of vibing it out and telling me where to drive the claw and then saying drop, I think you're going to get one of the $500 bricks.
I'm feeling quite seasick, boys.
Nothing a cocktail won't fix, my friend. Okay, Shane, drive Hamish.
Okay.
Take it away.
Okay, forward, Hamish. And stop.
Forward. Stopped. And, well, I mean, can I just suggest you also say right, because you're nowhere near the pile.
Right, and stop.
Uh-oh. Shane.
The crowd likes it, Shane. The
crowd likes it, as you can hear.
So the claw has gone forward to right where the bundle of cash is. It's stacked around about 5 or 6 bricks high.
Shane, I got to say, I mean, you just tell us what to do, but I like where it is.
I like where it is, too.
We're almost out of time.
Drop it.
It's got to drop. It's dropping. It's going.
It's dropping. He's picked it. Oh! The claw went down, Shane. It grabbed the top cash bundle off the very top, and then it flicked it off to the side, but not in the bin. Unfortunately, you don't
close.
win, and this is a familiar feeling for Hamish and I and everyone on board. Brad, your attempt. Whereabouts are you, Brad?
I am in Newcastle.
Newcastle, okay. From Newey to
Brad.
Vanuatu, ahoy.
Ahoy,
drive
boys.
Hamish
Over.
and drive the skill tester. You're in charge of the cash crane right now. Over.
All right. Forward. Stop.
Yeah.
Right.
Stopped. Over.
Stop. Over.
Brad, can I just suggest a slight left? You drove it quite far over the stack. Over.
Oh, must be the delay. Over. Go left. Stop.
You've got it. She's in a good position.
Brad, good call, man. All right, Ham, drop it for Brad. Here it comes. It's dropping. It's picked one up. Oh! I nearly swore. I nearly swore on live radio.
Oh, God, Brad.
The claw picked yours up. It got back to its pinnacle. And then on its way...
You had a stack. You had a brick.
The equivalent of carrying the shopping, and the bottom of the shopping bag broke.
Right at the doorstep, and you just lost your pasta sauce, Brad. Oh,
We've got time for one more,
yes,
I think,
of course
Brad.
we do. Let's do this all day.
No, we can't, Ham. We've got time for one
I've
more
got 7
only.
credits left.
Jordan, in
Hello.
you we trust.
Ahoy.
And ahoy to you.
Ahoy, Jordan. I'm ready to drive. All you've got to do is tell me where to drive this skill tester claw above the piles of $5 notes, shrink wrapped into $500 note bricks,
And clearly doused in oil or another slippery substance, but it's very difficult to get them up.
All right.
There's a lot of fishing wire tying them down, but here we go. Let's do it.
All right.
Jordan.
Forward. Stop.
Okay. Yep.
Right.
And now,
Okay.
Stop.
Oh, how do you feel about it, Ham? Do you want to direct Jordan anyway?
I mean, Jordan, if you felt like saying right a little bit more,
Oh, yeah, we'll go a little bit.
just a sniff.
Just a tickle, Ham. Just a tickle.
Okay, that's it. Yeah.
Jordan, we're going down.
We're dropping,
Right.
Jordan. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh my God! 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 Kiss me! Kiss me! Kiss me! Oh my God! Pandemonium! 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 We've done it! We've done it! This is the greatest day in Buccaneer! This is the greatest day in Buccaneer! This is the greatest day of all time! Jordan!
Yeah!
This day shall live!
Jordan, are you there?
I can't even hear anything.
We'll try and calm the crowd down. Turn that off. Turn that off.
Stupid music off.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Jordan.
I can't believe it. I'm holding it in my hand.
Jordan, are you there?
I'm here.
Jordan, Hamish and I literally have spent thousands of dollars trying to get this $500 bundle out.
You do, I mean, this,
Jordan,
this
you did
pays,
it.
this pays for almost 10% of the money we put into the machine.
Jordan, it's yours. You did it.
Oh, this is the best thing ever.
Jordan, I'm getting the sense that it's more exciting here than it is where you are.
Oh, no. This is so exciting. I'm just by myself. Like,
Are you in your car? Are you driving? Are you at home? Where are you?
I'm literally pulled over on the side of the road in peak hour.
Are other cars driving off the road? Like, has the Prime Minister called a day off yet? Like, what's happening in Australia?
All the roadwork guys are looking at me really strangely because I'm just going insane.
I mean, Ando. All right, here's the thing, Jordan. We
owe Jordan at least half that, Ham.
We did say we'd make it rain in here.
He's going to throw it over Jordan.
We'll give her $500.
Yeah.
Here's what we're going to do, Jordan. We're going to keep the wrapping for you. Are you ready? Here, you take half, Ando.
All right, ready to make it rain.
God, what a highlight. 3, 2, 1.
Make it rain! Hamish and Andy cruising you home.
This is Hamish and Andy. 10 years in 10 weeks.
7th of November, 2016.
I know you'll laugh at this, but my family did Christmas on the weekend with...
Unbelievable. It was Halloween last week.
No, so
are you doing Easter this week?
3 weeks ago.
Are you doing Christmas 2016 though?
Yes, we did.
It's not like your family, because you love to be efficient. I wouldn't be surprised if you're up to Christmas 2033 now. Like you're getting, like if we do the whole century's Christmases and we don't have to worry about having a nice day, we can get on with trimming the lawns.
So we did Mum's side 3 weeks ago, and you guys had a giggle that was too early, and we finished off Dad's side this weekend. And
so what are you going to do on December 25th?
Oh, relax.
Got all my work done for the year.
Anyway, so there was around 35 of us after the Higginses on that side all pulled out. I repeat, the Higginses pulled out.
They grinched it, or more appropriately, decided they might celebrate Christmas at Christmas.
So yeah, that's disappointing.
So have you got a lot of kids wandering through, going like rubbing their eyes, going, "Where am I? What are you like when you wake kids up in the middle of the night if you have to go travelling?"
Confused kids.
What is this? Christmas?
It's funny you say that. Kids, there's plenty of them.
Why has Santa got a dirty mustache?
we have so many kids running around at these things. There's 25 kids last year under 12 years old.
Jeez.
And
2 cricket teams.
It's hard to keep tabs on all of them.
Yep. That's why you use computer chips.
And so they're all running around. Couldn't find 3 of them.
Pretty good hit rate, though. 22 out of 25.
It turns out that they'd locked themselves in the downstairs room where there's a fridge and had found ice creams in the freezer bin.
A lock-in.
And had thought, well, let's lock ourselves in here and try and eat as many ice creams as we can.
The lock-in is so funny because you're like, what's the difference between closing the door and locking it?
Yeah.
It means if someone tries the door, they now know we're in here, but they can't get in. And it gives us
time to destroy the evidence, I'd imagine. It's a little bit like...
We know what you've done in there.
Yeah, it's a little bit like a hostage situation. You're probably buying you more time, but you're going to get in more trouble.
You won't resolve this situation. You're now declaring this room will be our last stand.
So Ali is my cousin. It's her. She was responsible for these kids that are up to this. And Ali said, well, they were Andy's ice creams. You have to go and apologise to Andy.
Yep.
And they were terrified. I don't know why, but they've come up and they're
scary.
They come up to me, and I've got to pretend that Ali's word to me, I'm saying, can you pretend to be really disappointed?
Kids, tell them you dropped a bit of ice cream on the floor, or one of the paddle pop sticks is stuck to the side of the bin and it's not in the bin. Then you'll be annoyed.
Anyway, so they've come up to me and they're like, Andy, I've got something to tell you. I was like, oh, well, what's this all about, guys? Fun Christmas. And they said, yeah, we ate all the ice creams downstairs.
Not the ice creams downstairs that my best friend gave me before he went overseas forever.
So that's when I went, oh, guys, I was saving them for someone really special. And then the first question for them was, who?
You shut your mouth.
At that point,
I'll run the interrogation here.
At that point, I panicked and said, Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber was on his way over. I'm going to call him.
They're 8 years old. They know Justin Bieber. All right. Well, there's one left for Justin. Is what someone said.
No. He eats all. He likes 10 or nothing.
So I've got the giggles because I was like, oh, right, but I wanted to have one as well as Justin.
What's the point? I'm not just going to sit there and watch Justin eat my ice cream. I'm sick of doing that.
And they're like, you could share the ice cream with Justin.
Oh, maybe. You can have a bit of fruit. He'll laugh at me. He'll be way cooler.
It was just an awful situation because I'd painted this lie, which I think is a worse lesson for kids. Like, I'm just lying blatantly.
You should have gone, we're going to sit here, kids. Justin Bieber's meant to be here in an hour. I'll text him and tell him the ice creams are gone. And if he doesn't come through that door, guess who's cost me my ice cream date with Justin Bieber?
This is Hamish and Andy. 10 years in 10 weeks.
2nd of November 2016. The band tour was only a few weeks away, but a decision had been made to switch the song.
The song is Long Way to the Top now. There was a song pivot.
Yep.
We started out with Uptown Funk. Long Way to the Top. We tested it with Jack. His guitar skills seem good enough, or at least they'll get there.
Yes.
There's a part of the song where bagpipes are played. That's where the trumpet was going to be subbed in. This is the part of the song, the original. It continues for a bit, then there's a bit of a call and response with the guitar. That's the bit we set up today to try and practice.
Yep.
And look, I mean, you guys can be the judge, but there's probably a few concerns, would you say?
Well, yes, bagpipes are a wind instrument.
Yeah.
Trumpet is a wind instrument. That's probably where the similarities end. And you're going to hear the differences in a moment. So this is the first time that the trumpet's tried to be the bagpipe.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, well, I'm just playing basic beats.
So
the whole
do you want
time.
us to give you a couple of chugs through it and then you join in?
Sounds good.
Why don't we start from It's a Long Way to the Top.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay. Anytime, Endo.
Lose a little bit of the body of it once we go to the...
Is that the best trumpet you've got? Play it again. I know the bagpipe and the trumpet are a different instrument, but are you playing... Can you push harder or something?
Yeah, I feel like that's always going to be my feedback. Like,
do more into
Because
it.
the bagpipes in the song are just like, I'm here, I'm a bagpipe.
Yeah, right.
And you're
Yeah.
going, excuse me.
So maybe shall I play it higher?
Play it higher and louder if you can.
The bagpipes really sound big, big, big.
because they're bagpipes. It's not a single trumpet.
Okay, mate, come on. God, When Trumpeters Crack Volume 3 out now, 1995, available at all good music retailers.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, go a bit high.
I'm getting that familiar feeling we often get in music where we're like, uh-oh,
Hate the
trumpet
trumpet.
problem. Anyway, I'll count you with the cowbell.
Okay.
That sounds a bit more like an angry elephant that we're after. What's that bit where at the end it goes,
That's me trying to put the bit of grout on it, but it's a tough work.
So it's hard to play stronger.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just learning.
I literally just assume you blow in one end, you get that silly sound out the other. It's as good as you can hope for, but you sounded like you're playing a bit harder.
Yeah.
Can we build your lungs up somehow? We've still got... Do you want to quit smoking for a month?
Do we change the song?
Well, oh, boy.
We're not changing the song.
We're not.
And I've never smoked. I realise I didn't say it.
I reckon, in all honesty, though, Jack's away from his dog for a week.
Yeah.
I'm leaving my wife and child. I think the least you could do is give up the gaspers for a month.
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
19th of February 2016.
If you're a cop, are you not allowed, if you're a cop with a gun, which most of them have, and you're a bloke, are you not allowed to go to the urinal? Because if you're at the urinal, couldn't someone just nick your gun?
What do you mean?
Like if you're at the urinal, say you go to a public toilet.
Yeah.
I just was thinking the other day, as I was at the public toilet, I was like, you're very vulnerable when you're at a urinal.
But just as much as standing anywhere else.
No, but your hands are free when you're somewhere else. Like you can spin around and defend yourself.
Just spin around and wee on them. I think they're not going to go, oh no,
I bet you've
taken my gun, but I'll quickly do it my fancy fly.
You're very vulnerable. Someone could just go, got it.
Maybe they always go to cubicles.
That's what I was going to say. Like maybe, do you get taught, like, here's your gun, guys, like you've done all the gun safety stuff, you know when to use it, but remember, number one rule, never use a urinal because you're vulnerable. Or they go, or you do, I reckon you'll do a day of training where they teach you to spin around and wee on a guy and get your gun back. Or a girl. Girl could have snuck into the girls' toilets. I mean, she's stealing guns, so she could sneak into the boys' toilets.
And no holding babies, anyone?
Why not?
Because you're more vulnerable then. You got your hands on a baby.
You're right. No, and if you're a cop, you're not allowed to have 2 ice creams. You're very vulnerable. And we know if someone needs your gun, you're not going to drop your ice cream. You have to quickly eat at least one of your ice creams and then chase the guy.
Or chase him with both ice creams.
Not as easy as you think. Not all fun and games, is it, carrying around a gun on your hip? A lot of things you have to remember.
This is Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
24th of October 2016.
I'm really excited because I had a beer with my mate Smilesy on Friday.
Yep.
And by the time I'd sat down and passed him his beer, he said, "Did you hear Horgs' story about the Bobcat?"
Bit of background here for everyone playing at home and doing the family tree. Smilesy is Horgs' cousin.
Yes.
So
was my ex-housemate. He actually replaced Horgs.
He did.
In the house.
You stayed in the family. You were accused of jobs for mates at the time. And everyone realised that, no, you are allowed to live with friends. But yeah, Horgs, of course, people would know from this show. He's on fire lately with his inventions. But no.
So I go to Smiles. No. What Bobcat story? He's like, oh, You got to hear it from him. I was like, well, just tell me. I mean, this is
Yeah.
we're
The whole point of a catch-up is
to share fun anecdotes,
headlines and articles, not just to flick through the headlines.
And he said, "Nah, you got to get it off him." So I thought I've waited.
That's what we're doing.
I've waited the entire weekend, and I thought we should do this with the people.
Do we have a small... I'm playing a game in my head already of what the Bobcat story is. It probably falls into two categories. Yeah. A fight with a Bobcat or he tried to hire one.
Yeah. I know he's doing some renovations
It's got to be
at
tried to hire
home.
one.
And I caught up with Horgs last Friday morning, and he said to me, the quotes are so big, I think I'm going to have a crack myself.
He's only had a crack at hiring one.
So I feel like it's in that realm.
Because every bloke listening to this, now I've never driven a Bobcat, but I get a huge respect for them. I've certainly spent a lot of my weekends trying to find them so I can show Sonny the Bobcats. Every bloke listening would go, it can't be that hard. Surely it's just forward, back, shovel up, shovel down.
All right, let's put the number in. Hopefully he's not busy. And here we go.
Mike speaking.
Horgs, Hamish and Andy here, mate.
Hey, mate.
Yeah.
How are you, Horgs?
Good, boys.
Hey, you're on the radio. Just a quick one.
Oh, great.
Back in your natural habitat.
I caught up with Smiles on Friday, and he goes, "Did Horgs tell you the Bobcat story?"
Oh, no.
And I said, "What was the Bobcat story?" He goes, "No, you got to hear it from him."
Yeah,
and
we don't know
He
the
wouldn't
Bobcat
tell
story.
me. He wouldn't tell me. I mean, is it a story you can tell on the radio?
I mean, do police listen to the radio?
No, they've got other stuff. They have to listen to their police scanners. I don't think they're allowed to listen to the radio.
So,
what have you done, Horgs?
Well, I got the front yard fixed up.
Okay.
And the bloke said, "Yeah, I just need to bring a Bobcat in."
Oh, so you actually hired someone in the end. We were talking about that on Friday morning.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay. I thought you were going to have a crack yourself, but so you got someone in to do that. Okay.
So, got the Bobcat guy in, and he's starting digging away, and he's starting to get bogged in the front yard.
Yeah, right.
So I called up the builder who's building next door, and he's got this massive digger. And I called him up and said, "Mate, any chance my Bobcat guy can use your digger because he's bogged?"
Wants her to dig out a Bobcat.
And he said, "Nah, mate, you can't do that."
Okay.
I said, "Yep, probably fair enough, $100,000 digger." I'll just, that's probably, the answer I was expecting.
Because it would look like a father-son, digger trying to help his son.
So how
He's trying to get your kid out of a pool.
How bogged is the Bobcat?
Oh, half a tie down.
And
Half a tie down, gee, that's bogged.
And why is it so bogged? Why is it so slushy?
I think he hit a storm pipe.
Yeah,
okay, he hit a storm pipe. All right.
So it's slushy, right?
Okay. Hey, Horgs, I'm just being told we've got to go to a song. I know this is so stupid. We've just called you.
Horgs, hopefully you're not too busy. Can you just wait? We'll go to a song. You figure out the bits you need to leave out so the police won't get you in trouble. And we'll come back after this song and we're going to hear the rest of the story, okay?
All right,
Okay, chickens, mate.
It's after this, Hamish and Andy.
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
24th of October, 2016.
Still joined on the line by our mate, Horgs.
Very, very quick.
Thanks for sticking around, Horgs.
Quick, bring everyone up to speed. Andy was told by your cousin, have you heard Horgs' Bobcat story? He said no. We've just given you a call before the last song. Asked you to tell us the Bobcat story, where we left it. You're getting your front yard redone. The guy that delivered the Bobcat is bogged up to halfway up his wheels, so he's stuck. You've tried to get the next door neighbour to use the big excavator that they've got because they're building to try and dig out the Bobcat.
And they've said no.
Builder said no.
Okay, so
you got a stuck Bobcat.
Yeah. So what do you do?
So the builder said no to the digger.
Yep.
So the excavators went, all right, we're going to have to go hire a digger, right? So he hired a digger, and I said, I'm going to have to go to work. So I got back from work at about 5 o'clock, and now the hired digger is bogged in there. Plus the Bobcat.
So you've got
two diggers buried in your front yard.
Yeah. And then I look over and some bloke is driving the massive digger of the next door neighbour's digger.
Right, okay.
And I said, "Mate, what? Who's driving the digger?" He said, "Oh, no, we just jump-started it."
So hang on. So the guy that was operating the smaller digger that you hired to retrieve the Bobcat that you got bogged has gone across next door and jump-started the big excavator to try
and now dig both of the diggers stuck in your yard out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
And pulls both of his diggers out.
Yep.
Says to me, mate, I'd go and wash the big digger and don't tell anyone I used it.
Yep.
Jumped in his truck and drove off. And I'm like, oh my God.
He told you to wash Hang on.
And the whole point is that I'd already asked the neighbour if I could use these, the builder, if I could use the digger. He said no, and then we've obviously used it. And then the next morning, got a photo from the builder, taking a photo of the excavator, saying, Michael, did you use the excavator by any chance? Because it's dirty and it's not in the same position as we left it in.
What'd you say?
Jeez, it was pretty rainy last night. Maybe it washed it away a little bit.
I had to call him and say, mate, I'm so sorry. He said, mate, I told you weren't allowed to use it. And then you decided to use it. I said, yeah, but that wasn't me. It was the other bloke. I went to work.
And so what did the builder say?
He said, mate, it's completely not on. And he kind of just went, oh, look, I'll let it go this time.
Yeah, because what's he going to do?
We're allowed to hotwire one of your cars and drive it around for a bit. Hogs, you were always a chance to say to him, hey, look, have you seen Transformers? Sometimes when a machine turns into the robot and goes and fights crime, maybe it came back and just went to sleep in a different position.
Oh, mate. But anyway, I'm now on talking terms with the builder, and so it's all good. I mean, my front yard's still bogged.
Oh, yeah, front yard's the Grand Canyon. How deep's the hole now? 2 diggers in it.
Hogs, thanks so much, mate. We'll let you go, but that is a tremendous story.
Worth hearing.
I'm glad we waited for it. Hey, send through a picture so we can put a picture up of your bogged Bobcats on our website. Thanks, buddy.
Good one, Horgy.
It's Hamish and Andy.
Take it easy, mate.
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
27th of May, 2016. Earlier in that day's show, the boys asked for anyone who would be willing to ask their boss for a pay rise live on air.
We asked a question half an hour ago. Glenn rang up and he's answered that question. We won't say what it is, but we also wanted to get Glenn's boss up as well. Glenn, welcome.
Ahoy, boys.
Ahoy to you, Glenn.
And well done for calling up because...
It required some bravery.
Your boss, Mike, can hear this. He's on the other line at the moment on hold. But Glenn, he doesn't know what this is about. You've stepped forward and given us a call and then supplied Mike's details. We should probably get Mike up.
Mike, how are you, Mike?
Good, how are you?
Really good, Mike. Thank you for taking the call. How long has Glenn been an employer of yours?
Too long. Obviously putting him in this situation.
All right, already. So you can tell Mike's defences are up going, what is this about?
What is he doing to me?
Boss Mike is nervous. Now, employee Glenn, what line of work are you in?
We drive tilt trays, so we do all the towing on the Sunshine Coast.
Tow trucks, yes. How long have you been doing it for?
Well, time flies when you're having fun. I think I've been over 5 years, maybe 7.
7 years,
What an employee.
Mike. Oh, what a great
Good
employee.
on you, Glenn.
Yeah.
Mike, do you know what this is about at all? Any inkling?
Absolutely not one brass eye to do.
Well,
no idea.
Boss Mike, maybe employee Glenn should be the one to ask and broach the topic.
Well, it's a bit of a sensitive topic, and I was just wondering, with all the hard work that we've put in over all the years together, whether I'd be worth a little bit more per hour. As in, do you think that you could possibly find it in your heart to maybe give me a raise?
Mike, the floor is yours.
I was just sitting here looking at photos from a couple of days ago with your truck. Where did it end up on the driveway?
I was stuck on a driveway for about 3 hours.
In a tow truck. He was stuck in a tow truck. He drives a tow truck. And he's stuck. How many tow trucks did we send out there, Glenn, to help you?
We sent most of the fleet, maybe 3 and the biggest. In my defence, I'm working with one leg. I've got 10 stitches in one leg from a job I did on Monday where I fell over.
You're born with Glenn.
So, Glenn, was it your fault that you fell over?
I'm a peg leg. I'm working.
So, Glenn, at this stage, we can ascertain that you're clumsy.
You're very clumsy. You've incapacitated yourself and you required half the fleet to get you out of a sticky situation, which is an expense, I guess, Mike, as the boss, you do have to wear.
But he is courageous.
It is courageous. He wants to pay right. It's really comical.
So, Mike, are we taking that as a hard no?
It's a light-hearted no.
It's a lot harder than no. That's
a light-hearted.
A light-hearted no.
Which is actually, Mike...
Yeah, sometimes we go above and beyond the call of duty. Like, we get called out.
We all do,
very, very early hours of the morning. And whether, rain or shine.
Rain? You're in a truck.
Usually stuck.
Hey, Glenn, I never thought this would happen, but I'm completely on Mike's side.
He's given me the best truck to drive too.
Oh, great.
Look, I mean, at least it's tabled. Maybe a raise is not too far away.
Ambitious raises. We should do it again.
Wow.
Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Mike, for taking the time. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, worth a crack, Glenn. Absolutely worth a crack. And Mike, thanks so much for introducing us all to the term a light-hearted no. I've just been told by Andy, I can say that what the story you're about to tell about an amazing dog you saw. Did you see this dog?
I have seen the dog in the past.
But you just heard about a thing the dog did.
No, I've seen it do some amazing things, but I'm reminiscing because I'm not sure if the dog's with us anymore.
Okay, well, it's regardless, and RIP dog, sorry, that's a new detail, but let's celebrate the dog's life. I just was told by Andy, you can say this is the most amazing story about a dog people would have ever heard on the radio, and quote, I don't think it will disappoint.
It's not far off. I'll tell it this way. Marty, you know Marty. My mate Marty. He had...
playing under-9s football with him.
He had a border collie called Ollie, right? And I was asking you about Ollie recently. We were reminiscing about Ollie because Ollie was an amazing dog. Marty would get calls all the time and say, we've found your dog.
Yeah, right.
And it would be suburbs away.
Yep.
Like suburbs and suburbs.
With a new haircut, new name, working at the post office.
40, 50 kilometres away.
Really?
Right.
Starting a new life.
So we would
stop imprisoning me. I don't want to live with you guys.
Always perplexed, right? And he'd drive out and get it and go, what are you doing, Ollie? And no idea how it got out. And it'll go again, and then it'd be in another 40 kilometres away in a different direction.
2 years later, be in the background of a Channel 10 weather cross.
One day, one of Marty's friends rang him and just said, hey, mate, I'm at the train station. Your dog's just come up and got on the train. You're joking. So the dog used to run away, go get on a train, wherever it was going.
That's how it was getting 50 Ks away.
Yes. Yeah. Marty conjectures that it once switched trains because there was no way
into the city, got on a country service
because there was no way it could have got to the suburb it got to without
changing lines.
So it changed lines. At one point.
Mate, I'm at the airport. I've just seen your dog go on by a mystery flight.
One time we were at Cheers nightclub. Not sure you remember that. Dog just rocked up on the dance floor.
No,
it did. He found the dog on the dance floor at 2 a.m. in the morning.
With a couple of cats.
Adventurous dog.
What do you mean it rocked up on the dance floor?
I don't know.
But it was joking.
No, it was...
It got into the nightclub.
It got into the nightclub.
Was Marty there?
Marty was there. Marty was there. I had left with Horgs. Marty said, I found Ollie 2 a.m. on the dance floor.
with the ID of a Doberman pincer who's easily 10 years older than him.
And so Marty couldn't work out how the dog was escaping either. Huge fence.
This is like a Disney film.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. This is like Air Bud.
So speaking of Air...
don't tell me, he joined the high school basketball team. He won our U12 basketball game.
No, the fence was like 6-7 feet high with enough of a run-up.
He could get 7 feet.
He could jump it.
So he used to
jump in a scramble or clear it.
Jump in a scramble,
like clear it, and like hands on head, pulling a pose.
No,
just giving
Frosby flopper,
giving the middle forefinger to the security camera.
No, so with enough of a run up,
he could get over
the dog
7 foot
could just
fence.
jump. He said he would jump around about 6 foot high and grab scramble, and then get over the top. So clean leap, amazing escape, and then go on amazing adventure.
This dog is what a hero.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you didn't disappoint. You promised not to disappoint. 13-10-60 though. Would we ever get?
Would we get someone better than that though?
Would we get someone better than that?
Or should we try?
We'll give you a few minutes.
Yeah.
Get your stories together.
We're asking 13-10-60. Has your pet made a great escape and gone on a great adventure?
Amazing escapes and adventures, Ando. You're just telling us about your mate Marty's dog.
Ollie, yeah.
Who not only escaped the house regularly, but would also catch the train, was seen getting on a train and
switch lines.
Had the ability to switch lines. He just liked to ride the trains.
Yeah.
We would go into town, go to sporting events. Was legitimately not as a joke seen on the dance floor at the nightclub one night when you guys were all younger.
He was found on the Cheers nightclub dance floor at 2 a.m. in the morning.
How did the dog get in? Just snuck in.
I think he just went around
dressed as a waiter.
Yeah, exactly.
He would have just been able to sneak, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, bouncers aren't looking that
for dogs.
Bottom. They're looking low unless they're checking your shoes.
Okay, well, geez, it's a good tactic if there's a tough club in your area to get into. Get on all fours and scamper in.
Matt, tell us. Is it a great pet escape? Is it dog related as well?
Yes, it is.
Talk us through it, mate.
Our dog got out. Well, my mate's dog got out from Bendigo and made its way to Queensland. And we got a call 2 years later saying our dog, the dog was up there.
Hang on, how did it make its way?
It's just the microchip blade. Like it got out and then
So
microchip blade just came up that it was their dog.
It walked or hitchhiked or any clues?
No idea. No. 2 years later, we found your dog.
Walkabout. What a trip. God, you'd love to know what he got up to.
Exactly.
I mean, a lot of it's just scrounging around probably. But you do feel there would have been a few Milo and Otis moments.
Kel is here. Kel, is it your dog, is it?
Well, it was actually my great-grandfather's dog, so this is a long story that my grandfather loves to tell everybody. They took him and a few of his friends on a hunting trip to the Queensland-New South Wales border.
Yep.
And they lost him on this hunting trip. And then 6 months later, he showed back up in Victoria.
That is...
At their house.
Okay.
Oh, at their house?
Yeah. He came back to the house.
Wow.
That is exceptional.
Did he do the thing where he knocks on the door and then looks back out to the street, so when you open the door, you're like, oh, who's this? And then turn around and go, recognise me?
Surprise.
I hope he did.
He did. It seems like, Kel, that is incredible.
That is incredible. Now, any evidence, Kel, I know he went on a long journey, obviously, to travel a state or 2 states to get home.
Yeah.
But any talk of like a nightclub appearance or...
Oh, he could have stopped in and seen the giant ram at Goulburn.
What do you think, Kel? Do you
But
think
we don't know if he
someone
did.
he have like a tag on him and he was returned? Is there a chance that someone found the dog and returned and then just sped off?
Well, I don't think they had tags back in those days.
Oh,
yeah.
It's probably about 60 years ago.
Yeah, right. So you couldn't even speed off back then.
Exactly.
It has to be a gallop off.
60
I'm in the cars.
Daniel, what kind of pet and what kind of masterful escape and adventure?
Ahoy, fellas.
Ahoy, Dan. No pressure.
I had a pet blue tongue lizard when I was a kid, and I let them out of their pen to go for a walk, and a kookaburra swooped down and took one of them in its mouth, and flew off. And obviously, a young distraught boy, I was very upset. Probably about 2 weeks later, on top of the cage trying to get back in was the same blue tongue lizard.
Oh, sure, your dad didn't just buy another one.
It had to be the same one, same markings, and it was as tame as, and it was happy to try and get back into the cage again. So I don't know how it
You must
escaped.
have put on a great show.
Dan, any visible damage to the blue tongue from the kookaburra?
He was fine. I don't know how and how high he fell out of the kookaburra's mouth, but he made his way back home.
He's done a run. He's probably just played dead till he gets back to the nest and then just flipped out of the nest. That's what I'd do.
So for any lizards listening, that's just the best way to get away from the kookaburra capture.
You'll get out of 60% of hostage situations there if you're with a kookaburra.
Thanks for listening to the Hamish and Andy podcast.